The following is a presentation of The Day.
On the beautiful campus of Woodstock Academy, tonight we crown the Kings of the North. Plainfield High School on the road against their rival, the Centaurs of Woodstock, in the ECC North Basketball Championship. Casey O'Neill and the Sports Doctor will bring it all live to you on Game Day. Game Day brought to you by Waterford Dental Health. At Waterford Dental Health, your smile and your health are our top priority. Sports Doctor, time for the boys. We saw two girls' games. Now the boys take center stage. A Centaur, a Panther. I know you know what a Panther is.
Sure, yeah. And Centaur, yeah, going to collide together tonight.
Good old-fashioned rivalry.
Yeah, and a real good basketball team in Woodstock, Casey. 10-1 this year. Their only loss coming to Plainfield early in the season. They had avenged that loss a little later on. Bobby Aramoni back in the mix. 10-2. A backyard brawl, as I would call it, I think, in store for tonight.
Well, let's turn it over to the public address announcer for tonight's starting lineups.
Featuring the visitors, the Panthers from Plainfield High School, and your hometown Woodstock Academy Centaurs. Let's meet the starting lineups for this evening's game. First, the visitors from Plainfield. A sophomore guard, number 1, Tyler Nordstrom. A senior forward, number 11, Elijah Brady. A senior center, number 14, Ryan Weldy. A senior forward, number 22, Liam Smith. And a senior guard, number 3, Jalen Arriaga. The Panthers are coached by Mr. Bob Aramoni. And now the starting lineup for the Centaurs. A junior forward, number 14, Ethan Davis. A senior forward, number 20, Liam Blanchflower. A senior center, number 32, Dmitry Zinchenko. A senior guard, number 5, Logan Talbot. And a senior guard, number 12, Andrew Johnson. The Centaurs are coached by Mr. Marty Hart. The officials for this evening's game are Mr. Joshua Johnson and Mr. Christian Sarantopoulos. At this time, I ask that you please rise as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Sports Doctor, we're ready to get going here in what should be a really good battle. These two teams know each other really well, and you know, Plainfield early in the season, like you said, beat Woodstock. Woodstock came back and drilled them later in the year. But the one thing that stands out to me, Woodstock is the biggest team we've seen all year.
Huge, big front line, 6 foot, 6'2", 6'1", 6'4", 6'4", 6'6". You know, at center forward, you know, you mentioned that, Casey, and I just talked to Marty Hart before the game, and I asked him, you know, I said, you know, do you like this team? He said, I love this team this year. And he talked about his best player, too. That's the scorer, number 5, Logan Talbot. He's going for 30 a half dozen times this year. Have arms. Well, shoot.
Liam Blanchflower will jump it up with Ryan Weldy. Plainfield in the black and orange. Woodstock in the home whites. Number 1 and number 3. Let's tip it off to find out who the North champions are going to be.
Yeah, we saw this Plainfield team last year at the Mohegan Sun lose to St. Bernard, so no stranger to tournament play. Well, zone defense right off the bat by Plainfield.
And dumped down early and an easy basket from Zinchenko. Check that. That's going to, that is Zinchenko.
Yeah,
That's the big
6'6".
guy. Normally you look and see who the 6'6" guy is. They're so big, though, he doesn't even stand out. Weldy is no stranger either, though, 6'4".
Well, straight man-to-man defense by Woodstock to go out and get it.
Nice drive to the basket. Can't finish from Tyler Nordstrom. Coming the other way is Talbot, and there's a step in by Arriaga. Ball's on the floor. No call. Woodstock's got numbers and a little sloppy, and they'll pull it back out. Good pressure from Nordstrom.
A feeling out process here the first couple times down.
There's a kick. Talbot, first 3 of the game, no good, back iron. There's a great job boxing out Liam Smith, and it'll be Plainfield basketball.
Yeah, and if you're Plainfield, Casey, 5 guys on the boards tonight. There's some big people up front for Woodstock. Yeah, you're going to need 5 men crashing tonight.
Outside of Weldy, no real significant height for Plainfield, so it's going to be about positioning and grit. You know, Bobby Aramoni's had a lot of different teams in his career. You know, these guys are not going to rely on size. Pull-up jumper is short from Brady, and Centaurs get the ball into Logan Talbot's hands. Little baseline left-handed jumper, no good. Weldy pulls down the rebound.
Drive and kick action for Woodstock early. Tight rims in his gym.
Arriaga, very quick with the basketball. 3-ball straight away, no good, up on the top by Elijah Brady, and the rebound pulled down by Zinchenko. Here comes Talbot the other way.
One and done with Zinchenko, and he's chairman of the boards.
Talbot picks up his dribble. Blanchflower drives baseline, little stutter step, kick out. Talbot for 3, short, and a good box out.
Hustling, scrapping. Brady on the boards. Like you said, when you don't have the size, you got to use your body and keep him off the glass. And a great job that time by Brady.
Arriaga for 3, no good, and Weldy hustles underneath, follows it up for the basket for a tie ball game. Little pull-up jump shot, gets a friendly bounce for Andrew Johnson. Long 3, back iron, no good by Nordstrom. And a look underneath for Weldy is intercepted by Blanchflower. Turnover, and coming the other way are the Centaurs. Little high post action, kick out.
Woodstock just trying to figure things out against this zone defense early.
That's a nice move by Blanchflower, spun to the middle off a feed from Talbot, and a 6-2 lead for the Centaurs. A dump down to Weldy. He's in stuck, gives it to Arriaga. Arriaga, stutter step, pull up. Can't get it to go. There's Weldy with the follow. Outworking Zinchenko.
Yeah, there you go. Weldy on the boards, Casey's second chance scoring opportunity. I like the look by Arriaga.
Zinchenko comes right back with a turnaround, can't get it to go. And Brady brings down the rebound for the Panthers. Brady all the way to the basket, swatted by Ethan Davis.
A little woofing out there between Brady and Davis, and we talked about the rivalry here up north.
Yeah, these two teams definitely know each other well. We got Hernandez and Parker Anderson coming into the ball game, and looks like we're going to have a mask break, so we'll take a break. 6-4 Centaurs. You're watching Game Day live on theday.com. Game Day is a production of The Day Publishing Company. If you'd like to support Game Day and help us continue to bring you the best in Connecticut high school sports, please consider purchasing a print or digital subscription to The Day at theday.com/subscribe. So, as always, we want you at home to let us know, where are you watching the game? Send us a photo on Facebook or Twitter, because you know what, Sports Doctor? We want to know who has the best virtual fan section out there. Send us a photo on Facebook or Twitter at GameDayCT, and we're going to include you in the broadcast.
You know, a different look, Casey, from Bobby Aramoni and the Plainfield Panthers. I had a chance to talk to Coach before the game. We say, Sports Doctor, don't tell anybody. We're going to come out and play zone defense. We're going to give Woodstock a bit of a different look and make them adjust on the offensive end. And the first, half dozen or so trips down, you see Woodstock try to figure things out, little driving kick action, trying to score at the rim. So, first couple minutes in, a good switch up by Coach Aramoni.
Yeah, you got to figure Talbot's the guy they're going to try to get free against that zone. So far, he's missed a couple open threes. Nordstrom. Stutter step, kicks to Weldy just inside the three-point line. That's short. Woodstock looking to run. Nordstrom stepped in. They're going to call it jump ball. It'll stay with Woodstock. But that's a nice job by Tyler Nordstrom, because Woodstock had numbers and Talbot had leaked out, and that prevented that fast break.
I thought it was travel, but that's why I don't ref.
Is that why?
It's one of the reasons why. Bad knee.
Got to get it down the court, Sports.
Yeah, it is.
Anderson pulled up the dribble, so he gives it back out to Talbot. Johnson, and we get a strip by Nordstrom, but we're going to get a foul on the weak side on Nordstrom as he jumped a little too strong. So we'll get a inbounds on behalf of the Centaurs. Johnson inbounds. Dumps down. Pump fake. And we're going to get a travel. Ethan Davis.
Good call.
Yeah, he had a good move, but he dragged that pivot foot. We got a little pressure here, token pressure by Hernandez on Arriaga.
Davis trying to force the issue a little bit.
I think they put Jacob Hernandez in the game to match the energy of Arriaga. He's going to chase Arriaga wherever he goes.
A little push off there, create a little space.
Nordstrom, left hand, can't get it to go. Strong offensive rebound, and he's going to go to the line. Elijah Brady. Hey, listen, Elijah Brady's 5'10", and he's in there with guys 3-4 inches taller. He's just outworking them.
And he's got to work, and he's got to hustle. And you think about the 4 points right now that Plainfield has around putbacks, by Weldy. Another scoring opportunity at the rim. Brady's at the rim for 2, at the line for 2. But that's where they're going to have to make their bread and butter, I think, against this team.
So the first one goes wide left, and one more for Elijah Brady, the junior. Second one is up and true. We'll get Blanchflower back into the ball game. Blanchflower, dump down. Nice job reaching in. Nordstrom, kick out. 3-ball, good. Parker Anderson knocking down the 3-ball.
Textbook driving kick, beat the zone from the corner. Anderson knocking it down, nothing but nylon.
There goes Brady, jump stop, blocked from behind by Talbot. It'll stay Plainfield ball.
Good aggressive move, though, by Brady. It's the second time going to the rim, Case. Head down and go, get a shot off. Try to create something off the bounce.
Arriaga with the basketball. Quick, drives, hangs. Nothing there. Tipped around, gets the rebound, puts it right back up. No. Another rebound, this time by Smith. And Liam Smith gets Woodstock within 2. And Coach Marty Hart wants a timeout, and I'll tell you why. His team's getting outworked.
Yeah, outworked on the glass. And that's what the third chance, the third basket from a second chance scoring opportunity for Plainfield. Everything has been at the rim, and like you said, that's being outworked and out-hustled. 5 offensive rebounds for Plainfield, leading to 7 points, basically.
We've seen, like you said, the 2 baskets by Weldy, then the back up by Smith, and then the one by Brady.
Trip to the line,
yeah. It's all been on offensive opportunities on the glass. And let's just take a look, because this is all work
Hustle.
right here, right?
Yep.
Tip ball back to Arriaga. He misses, and you look at. I mean, that's just hard work.
It's hard work. Yep. 22 outwork and 22. That's Smith outworking Anderson for that rebound.
And I think that timeout from Coach Marty Hart was, I'm going to get guys out there who are going to work.
Yeah,
Is it
let's
who's it
start
gonna
hustling here, yeah.
Notice he's going small now,
Yeah.
by the way. Big guy's not on the floor. He's going small. Johnson. Side kick. Anderson for three. No good, back iron. And tipped off of Weldy's hands. That's knocked out by Blanchflower, so it'll be Plainfield ball.
I think this zone's confusing Woodstock a little bit. They're getting some decent looks from the corners, but you can't rely on that the entire game. Well, unless you're making them, but you can't rely on that.
I think that what it comes down to is if Woodstock just shores up the defense on the defensive end rebounding, they wouldn't be having any problems. Straightaway three, no good, and there you see Talbot, good box out, and he'll push. Haven't really seen Talbot try to create his own shot. He's had a couple of looks. Nice pass into the paint. Blanchflower over the top of Weldy, and it's tipped out of bounds by Brady. (9-7) here in the early going. Centaurs on top of the Panthers. Blanchflower puts it on the floor. Weldy stuffs it. Now watch Arriaga go. And he pulls it wise out. Wanted to do a step back three.
It was a walk, yep.
That's going to be a great defensive play. Logan Talbot from behind. Arriaga was going to do it, and that should have been a jump ball, though.
Should have been a jump ball.
Yeah. Not a travel. We're going to get Hamilton Barnes into the ball game.
Let's talk about the heads-up play by Talbot, trailing on defense. The recognition. Arriaga's going to shoot it. Not on my watch.
Another team we've seen going Ironman basketball. Plainfield still only five. They're starting five in the ball game. Blanchflower. Andrew Johnson drives, pulls up, foul line jumper, no good, short. Good offensive rebound. Back to Talbot. He drives into the lane, pulls up, 10-footer, no good. And look at Liam Smith get up for the rebound for the Panthers. Three from Nordstrom, in and out. That was down in the bottom of the rim. But there's Brady with the offensive rebound. Ball's loose on the floor, and it's going to somehow come out to Nordstrom for Plainfield. Nordstrom dribbles and turns it over. Numbers the other direction for Woodstock. Up ahead it goes to Barnes, and Hamilton Barnes makes it a 4-point game. Down under 4 seconds. Arriaga, pull back three at the buzzer. Got it! Jalen Arriaga knocks it down to bring Plainfield within one. And we'll be back with head coach Marty Hart on the other side. You're watching Game Day live on theday.com. We're back, and in just a moment, the Sports Doctor is going to have Woodstock head coach Marty Hart. Sports Doctor.
Coach, 11-10 after the first quarter, you called a quick timeout. Well, what was the deal with that?
Well, I want to introduce our guys to the paint so they get in there and start doing some rebounding.
All right, now, did their zone defense early bother you guys on the offensive end?
It took us out of rhythm a little bit, but I think we'll adjust.
All right, good luck, coach.
Thank you.
Plainfield basketball off the big three from Jalen Arriaga at the end of the first period, bringing them to one, and they get the ball here to start the second period. And just like that, Plainfield with a chance to take the lead here as we start the second period. So Arriaga will inbound right in front of us. And quickly into the hands of Smith, and There's a three from Nordstrom, no good, but look at Arriaga on the weak side. And Plainfield continues to frustrate Woodstock on the boards.
Second and third scoring chance opportunities.
Dangerous cross-court pass. Pull-up jump shot. Brady can't get it to go, and we're going to get a foul. We're going to get a push underneath, and that's going to be against Blanchflower as he was working with Liam Smith. And so Plainfield just, I mean, it's all about outworking them.
Yep.
There goes underneath, and finishing at the rim is Elijah Brady, and the Panthers have a lead first time in the game.
Boy, Brady's a tough kid. You remember from the Mohegan Sun last year? He played his heart and soul. Couldn't move with the rim.
Double team, pick the pocket there. Arriaga's going the other way for Plainfield. He is so quick. He's like a little jitterbug with the ball. Long three, no good. Short, out of bounds it goes.
I mean, a lot of that stuff, Casey, when you bring the ball down there like Woodstock does, and you know you gotta communicate, you gotta talk, you let him know where the defender is. He's on your hip. You gotta kind of feel that out because, like I said, these guys, they'll come take that candy and go the other way. They're very, very.
I love the guards, Nordstrom and Arriaga.
Yeah,
they are
active.
Yeah, very active. Inside, dump down, and a beautiful shot. Andrew Johnson. That's a good look from Blanchflower. And that's how you beat a zone too, by the way. It doesn't always have to be outside. That little, space in the paint. Make yourself available.
8-foot shot. Make yourself available. Knock it down. Catch and shoot in rhythm.
Oh, good defense. Andrew Johnson's given Woodstock a lift. The senior off the bench, or actually senior starter, has come back in the game and really given them some good minutes here, defensively especially. Arriaga. Brady's got to be careful. He stepped on the sideline.
He did.
And I don't know. It's close, but, I mean, I think it looked like he stepped on it. What do you got? You got the guy. You got the eyes.
I think he's on the line.
Right.
He did not think so.
Imploring his team. Let's pick it up now. A dangerous pass. Back up top to Talbot. Talbot, who has not had much of an offensive output
That's a good
tonight.
active zone by Plainfield. He can go get it.
Yeah, Talbot after the early shots, right, hasn't really had anything.
Challenging everything on the perimeter.
Ball tipped around and finally ripped down by Brady. Good offensive chances in the lane for Woodstock, but can't get anything to go. Cross court, Arriaga splits, drives, loses the ball out of bounds, and it's going to stay with stay with Plainfield, and we're going to get some more subs. Parker Anderson will get back in the ball game.
Arriaga thought he got fouled. He was showing the ref his arm. Got a little burn there, coach.
I used to, before I played, I used to smack my arms before the game so that whenever I showed him, it looked like I was beat up.
Yeah. But he's fast, isn't he?
He is quick with the bat. He is as quick as anyone we've seen with the basketball. I mean, he can really move with it. Pump fake, pull up, 15-footer, back iron, no good. Oh, and great job, Zinchenko just put Weldy 5 feet away from the basket. Got to try to find a way to get Talbot involved. Nice zip back pass to Ethan Davis. And double team and a reach. Possession arrow favors Woodstock, but every time Woodstock puts the ball on the floor.
It's challenged. And yeah, Casey, and it's, even the drives to the basket. Plainfield challenges everything. I thought it was a walk.
Oh, beautiful cut. Finish at the basket. Ethan Davis on a great look from Johnson. Centaurs back up 3. Dump down, Weldy, position on Zinchenko. Can't get it to go. And good defense that time. Up ahead to Talbot. And a little alley-oop nicely done to Ethan Davis. And I think Coach Bobby Aramone wants a timeout. The Centaurs getting a couple easy baskets, go up 5.
Well, Davis providing a spark, back-to-back buckets at the rim, Case, and good 1-2 play there. Talbot to Davis, the little lob and the finish. Get Woodstock on a bit of a run. Bobby Aramone says, no, thank you. Let's slow things down a little bit.
Bobby Aramone's been coaching a long time. It's a lot of wins over there on the Plainfield side. And, Woodstock, I'm looking up at the state championship banners facing us. They've, I think, won 13 cheerleading championships, including a couple of New England ones. But, the basketball team, state champion back in 2013. Good tradition here. What a beautiful facility. First time I've ever set foot on the campus of Woodstock Academy.
I played a little baseball here my senior year.
Yeah.
Yep.
Back when
no fence out there.
No fence.
There's no fence.
No
Yeah,
fence.
Basically hit it all you can get.
But it's the field house here is gorgeous. The campus is beautiful. I joked, beforehand, being from New London, we thought Killingly was like the end of the earth. Woodstock's 20 minutes past Killingly.
Yeah.
In high school, I would have said you would have fallen off the edge of the earth trying to come up here. I didn't even know it was here. But it's a gorgeous area.
Mike tomorrow and I were talking, what if Stratford had to play Woodstock in a road game in the state tournament?
Oh, that would have been perfect.
6-hour road trip.
Get a hotel. 3 straight away, in and out from Nordstrom. Rebound tipped around and controlled by Ethan Davis.
Yeah, Davis has stepped up, chairman of the boards the last few trips. He's brought the energy for Coach Hart.
Oh, good look. Baseline jumper. There's Karolenko underneath. Zinchenko, rather. Zinchenko goes up, and he's going to get a jump ball off the nice defense from Brady. But right now, Woodstock is solving that zone. And the coach, he said they would. And now they're starting to get good looks against that zone.
Yeah, and they're hustling a little bit. And like I said, Davis has played well.
Arriaga being hounded by Talbot. We're going to get a reaching foul on the edge. Logan Talbot.
It's like right now, Woodstock is going 1-3-1, too, on a defensive end. Going to switch back to man.
Liam Smith swings. Nordstrom drives. Pulls up from about 12 feet. No good. Weldy with a strong rebound. Kicks it back out, and they'll reset. Nordstrom spins, hangs high off the glass. Can't get it to go, and Davis rips it down.
Yeah, Nordstrom was free. Kind of like he was going to expect some contact. He had a good look at it.
Open look. Good defense by the Panthers.
Patience against that zone. Work the ball around. Find Davis to the high post.
Oh, that's a great dump down. Davis finds Zinchenko. That's how you beat a zone.
Yeah, heads up. Heads up.
Plainfield,
Davis bringing his A game tonight.
Plainfield's starting to get a little frustrated.
Yeah.
There's a steal from Davis. Going the other direction. Layup is good, and the lead is extended to 9.
6 points for Davis, providing a spark, hitting the glass, running the floor.
Plainfield needs a basket. Brady picks up the dribble, gives it back to Nordstrom. Right now, Plainfield just needs a hoop. Nordstrom drives, spins, hang, left-handed scoop, no good.
Good looks. Can't convert.
Fernandez kicks it out. Three-pointer, good. Parker Anderson, he can shoot it.
8 points for Anderson. Danger zone time. Plainfield doubled up. 24-12. 11-0 run for Woodstock.
And Plainfield still with only the 5 starters in the game. Arriaga kicks. Brady forgoes the 3, instead pulls up from about 17 feet. Can't knock it down. Woodstock looking to run. Three ball, no good back iron, and there's Smith for the rebound for the Panthers. Again, Panthers need a bucket. Arriaga being hounded by Fernandez.
Yeah, he's been taken out of the game.
Nordstrom. And a good defense by Woodstock. And Fernandez is really, he's hounding Arriaga. Looking for a screen from Nordstrom. And we're going to get an illegal screen, I believe.
No, you're going to get that. That's going to be on Hernandez. A little grab. A little showmanship down there.
That's a good call, because I thought they were going to give Nordstrom on the missed thing. So we got a mask break and a 12-point lead for the home Centaurs. You're watching Game Day live on theday.com.
Okay, class. What do you want to be when you grow up? Jace.
I want to be a YouTuber. I want to be a ballerina. I want to be an astronaut. I want to be homeless. I want to hear scary voices no one else can hear. I want to be addicted to drugs. I want to be an actress. I want to be a YouTuber. I want to be an actress. I want to be a football player. I want to be an actor.
Not one child has dreams of these things becoming a reality. Sometimes choices are set before we even have a voice.
With Sound Community Services, I found my voice.
Here you see Casey Davis being the facilitator, the dump down, the delivery by the big man at the rim. You talk about how to be a zone, beat a zone, that's textbook right there. Davis has provided a huge spark. It is a big reason why they're up 12 right now.
And they got a 12-point lead, and their leading scorer hasn't scored a basket. I mean, how do you do that? That's pretty good. Let's see what Plainfield draws up off the mask break. A little give and go, hook and ladder with Arriaga and Weldy, and now we'll get back into Nordstrom's hands. Almost a turnover, and there is one. There comes Talbot. And he turns it right back over to Liam Smith. Nordstrom, pump fake, nice move with the left hand finish at the rim. Tyler Nordstrom finally gets on the scoring column, and that's a nice move.
4 points for Plainfield thus far in the second quarter.
Turnover. Plainfield with a chance to get it back into single digits. Arriaga spins, can't get it to go, but the diminutive one, Nordstrom, hustles for the basketball. Pull up three straight away, short. Plainfield getting some opportunities.
Yeah,
just
missed
can't
a
get
lot
finish.
of layups.
Blanche Flower. Down under 20 seconds. Woodstock. Parker Anderson. Blanche Flower turns it over. Coming the other way is Brady. 3, 2, finds Weldy. Weldy can't control it, and that's going to take us to halftime. 24-14, the Centaurs. We will have our head coach, Bobby Aramoni of the Plainfield Panthers, here at halftime. We're going to talk to him real quick about his team being down 10 here at halftime. So the Sports Doctor will talk with Coach Aramoni. Sports Doctor.
Coach, with only 4 points this quarter, how do you guys manufacture some offense out there against this team?
Well, we've got to start shooting the ball, and we've got to move the ball better. We're dribbling a little bit too much right now, and we've got to start moving the ball.
All right, good luck in the second half, Coach.
Okay, thanks.
All right, Sports Doctor. 24-14, Centaurs on top of the Panthers. We're at halftime here in the Division North Championship game of the ECC. You're watching Game Day live on theday.com.
At The Day, our journalists are in your community, talking with business owners, attending town meetings, analyzing data, talking to government leaders, reporting on the issues that matter most to you. Since 1881, we have been serving our community and will continue to do so 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Never miss a day of news. Enjoy convenient home delivery right to your doorstep, 7 days a week. Subscribe at theday.com/membership.
Okay, class. What do you want to be when you grow up? Jace.
I want to be a YouTuber. I want to be a ballerina. I want to be an astronaut. I want to be homeless. I want to hear scary voices no one else can hear. I want to be addicted to drugs. I want to be an actress. I want to be a YouTuber. I want to be an actress. I want to be a football player.
Not one child has dreams of these things becoming a reality. Sometimes choices are set before we even have a voice.
With Sound Community Services, I found my voice.
Well, Casey, how do you get a 10-point lead in a championship game? How about a little run out and a little layup there by my man Ethan Davis, and some easy buckets have got Woodstock up by 10. Speaking of easy buckets, how about that list right there?
Well, despite my early hopes, it is not Keith Patrick O'Brien up there with 1,189. But, you know, you look at Woodstock, 1,000-point club, and I think, you know, again, people forget how good they have been. This is a state championship basketball team. Up until about 2014, you know, Kyle Senick, the all-time leading scorer, but it was really, I think, that Chris Lowry team that sort of brought them into the focus of southeastern Connecticut. Everyone up in the north knew about him. We'll bring Mike DeMoro in. Mike, talk about the team that Lowry had and the story as far as when they went to play against Trinity Catholic.
Well, okay, since I've been at the day, the two biggest upsets that I've seen both involved Trinity Catholic.
That's correct.
New London in 95.
Yep.
And then Woodstock in 14. That team, that was a tremendous game. And Chris Lowry at the CIAC luncheon 2 days before the game said that all the other teams there thought they were a hockey team. I mean, they just didn't look like a basketball team.
Farm boys with long blonde hair. That's right.
Except that Lowry is as good a guard as we've seen around here in a while. And the other kid I thought was sensational, Ian Converse.
Converse was an athlete. I remember seeing the game when he caught it on the wing, took a step, and threw down a big-time tomahawk dunk, and I thought, that's not that doesn't happen at Woodstock Academy, but it did. And this is a compliment to Chris Lowry. He played like you know, the toughness that he brought to basketball. Every place has that, like, whether it's a city kid or, you know, one of those, you know, Ansonia would say it's like the tough kid from the valley or the mill town, but he brought a grit to how he played, where he was going to will them no matter what. And we saw those upsets that turned out to not be upsets in the ECC tournament. We thought, well, Woodstock's upsetting teams. They went on and won a state championship. So.
Well, the following year, we all thought it was going to be a New London Ledyard final.
Yeah.
And it ended up being...
That was the year Juicy won his first year,
NFA
correct?
Woodstock.
Yeah.
NFA Woodstock, that's right.
And Greg Smith, who was their coach, a great guy. And after the game, he made every farmer joke he possibly could to us. You know, just saying, hey, you know, we're pretty good up here too, you know. Those were, I tell you, I think Peter said this off air before the game. He said that state championship game in 13 is as good a game as we've seen in the 10 years or 9 years that we've been doing this.
And let's not forget, guys, that Chris Lowry went on to win a national championship at Babson.
Yeah, it's not bad.
That's a great point, Peter.
That's not bad.
That's a great point.
The kid just wins wherever he goes.
That's a really great point. And it's funny you mentioned, I joke that Trinity Catholic hates the ECC because, honestly, going back to that first one when New London beat them, which, of course, was the great upset when they had Rashamel Jones and Earl Watson. You know, you got a UConn and a Rutgers kid on Trinity Catholic who was supposed to beat that New London team, which was a bunch of guards. It was a soccer goalie and a bunch of guards. And they were just that was one of the great upsets of all time. And then they come back and they face this other team from the ECC. Like you said, they thought they were a hockey team. Two pretty big upsets, but the tradition of basketball at Woodstock and at Plainfield, where Bobby Aramoni has won how many games?
737.
These guys won 700 games. I mean, these are two teams that, again, we kind of forget sometimes in southeastern Connecticut that the tradition of basketball at both these schools runs deep. So, Mike, really quickly, what does Plainfield need to do to get back in this game?
Just like Bob said, they got to make shots. They didn't get bad shots. They just got to make them. I mean, if you're Bob, you have held their leading scorer to Zippo, and you're down 10. That's not a good sign.
Yeah, I think Tyler Nordstrom didn't miss a shot in warm-ups. He's got to start shooting the basketball a little bit better. 14 points at halftime. That's no
Not a lot.
That's
There's
no bueno.
4 points in the second quarter. I'm sorry.
And Woodstock will have the ball right in front of us here. Talbot will inbound, and we're ready to go here in this half number 2. And just like that, there he goes. You're not going to hold him down for too long.
Big 3 from Talbot.
Woodstock extends the lead. A tough way to start for Plainfield. And there's a steal by Talbot. One-on-one with Nordstrom. Spins, hangs, and finishes at the rim. A quick 5 points.
There you go. The star player got the message at halftime. Do your thing, young man. Knockdown 3. Strip steal, easy bucket on the other end. Lead that goes to 15.
And right now, Plainfield's got to find a way to get the ball in the basket. There's a nice cut. Brady hangs, spins, can't finish. Look at the strong rebound. Ethan Davis has impressed me.
Played well.
A nice little elbow jumper from can we call it a jumper from Zinchenko, but doesn't get it to go. Nordstrom the other way. Left hand, can't finish. Arriaga tried to double team with Nordstrom, but Woodstock a little too savvy for that. Blanchflower picked up the dribble, but gets it to Johnson.
Playing a little chippy out there, too. Getting a little physical.
Up ahead, Nordstrom finds Weldy underneath, and he gets banged, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2. And we haven't heard anything from Ryan Weldy since the first quick baskets to start the ballgame.
4 quick points from the get-go, and then, like I said, kind of slowed down a little bit. Runs the floor, gets the ball. No hoop but the harm.
First one from Weldy, no good. And right now, seriously, Plainfield just needs a ball to go into the basket right now. Suddenly, it's a 15-point game. Second one is good.
He has 5 points to lead Plainfield.
Talbot with the basketball. I want to make a point here after this possession for Woodstock in regards to the 3 games we've done so far. All right. First game we have an undefeated #1 ranked Killingly team, and they have no problems whatsoever with Wyndham. Game 2, we have an undefeated #1 ranked in the state, NFA, and they have no problems with Waterford.
Right.
Woodstock is 10-1 and is the #1 seed in here, and they're not being challenged either. Tomorrow night might be our last chance for a competitive basketball game, and neither is the 1 seed.
Good point.
Arriaga, 3, no good.
He's had trouble tonight finding his range, hasn't he?
Talbot on the line, and it'll stay Plainfield ball. Yeah, he hit that 3 at the
Jalen,
buzzer.
yeah, just needs something to get going in rhythm and get himself cooking a little bit. Scorer's mentality. You just knock something down, create something for yourself. Maybe get to the line, do something.
Nordstrom pulls up, knocks it down from in the lane. That's a nice move from Tyler Nordstrom.
He's not afraid to take it in with the trees there, is he? 5'6", going against 6'6".
Now you need to stop if you're the Panthers. Jump stop, kick out to Talbot, and he'll drive. A little out of rhythm right now with Woodstock. 3, good. I'll tell you right now, Parker Anderson can knock it down from long range.
He can shoot. It's 11 points for Anderson. Here's your rhythm. Bang, from 30 feet.
Arriaga pulls up, can't get it to go. Another rebound by Davis.
Frustrated too, isn't he? Such a good player, can't get one to go. Got to come back and hustle on D on the other end.
Talbot, no good. Nordstrom gets the rebound. He's going to try to push a little bit. Hangs in the air, and he's going to go to the line. I think they're going to get Anderson with the foul, and that'll put Tyler Nordstrom to shoot 2 for Plainfield.
Tyler Nordstrom at 5'6", sophomore guard, is not afraid to take it with the bigs.
No, good athlete.
Good motor. Yep. Stick your shoulder down. Use your body to shield the defender and get to the rim.
First one is true.
Like the shoes out there for some of these Woodstock players. You like the Nikes out there that Talbot's got on, and Anderson, the little multicolor ones. That's what I was pointing out to you earlier.
No,
you don't like those. You think
they don't match the uniform.
You don't like that.
They don't match the uniforms.
Those are pretty sharp.
Those are awesome. Those are awesome sneakers.
Right.
But they don't match the uniforms. I like them to match the uniform.
Like the New London kids.
Playing for a team.
Like the New London kids.
Looks like we're gonna have ourselves
I like
a
those sneakers.
Timeout.
There's some style right there, Casey O'Neill.
All right, the kicks are pretty good, but those actually match the uniforms a little bit. We should, of course, let you know that Game Day is brought to you by Waterford Dental Health. Great smiles start here at Waterford Dental Health, 177 Boston Post Road in Waterford. So we got a 13-point lead for our Woodstock.
You make a good point about tomorrow night, too. We don't have a number 1 seed, with NFA and East Lyme. We have a team which we think has been the best team in the league all year long in NFA, against a team who, has come out of nowhere a little bit. We didn't see this coming with East Lyme, but Jeff did. Bernardi did.
Back it up a second. Killingly was the best girls team in the North all year long.
Yeah.
And NFA was the best girls team in the South all year long. And Woodstock was the best team in the North all year long. Who was the best team in the South? And we'll talk about that in a minute. Finishing near the rim, though, in and out, and Weldy pulls the rebound down. Who was the best team in the South? We'll talk about it when we get a break here. Brady pulls up. Can't get it to go, and up ahead, Woodstock looking to run. Talbot tried to zip it to Davis, but it's kicked off.
Too sneaky there by Talbot.
Yeah, trying to be. That's what when you have a 13-point lead, you can be a little fancy once in a while. Cute's the right word. That's the right word. I love Hernandez. Hernandez has played unbelievable defense on Arriaga.
Yeah, Arriaga cannot find his range. From 15 feet or from 20 feet, he is struggling shooting.
No, Jacob Hernandez has played unbelievable. He's come in the game and just been a real pest on Arriaga. He's done a great job with him. There's a backdoor cut. At different times this year, we've said NFA's the best team. We've said that New London was the best team. We've said that
East Lyme.
We've said Fitch was the best team. We've said East Lyme is the best team.
Yeah.
So 2 of the best teams are in the final tomorrow night. I've maintained NFA all year long as the team I thought was the most likely to make the final. But they've been all over the place. We saw them, lose to New London, which was...
They lost to Ledyard?
Yeah, I mean, and we saw them beat up East Lyme and send East Lyme on a little spiral, and now East Lyme seems to have righted things. But I guess the point I'm making is it was the most wide open I've ever seen the ECC. There was no team that really stood out like these 3 games prior.
Absolutely. Does this game have a better chance tomorrow night of being 32-28 or 52-46?
Sadly, I think it has a better chance of being 42-26.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
I think that because of how good defensively both teams are, that if either team gets out to a lead, you could see it being sort of a 16-point win.
Woodstock up by 13 right now, Case, and firing on all cylinders. And I think that coming out of the locker room, Talbot gave them a huge boost, a little 5-0 run, and they kind of said, okay, we're not going to let this lead up just like that.
Now, they've played really well here in the second half.
And Plainfield just can't hit a shot.
Nordstrom spins, hangs, stripped. Great defense from Arriaga. Nordstrom with a hand. pass to nowhere, intercepted by Brady. Goes and can't get it to go, but foul on Davis, and Brady will get to the line and shoot 2.
Right, Brady works, though. Elijah Brady, junior guard. Got a motor on him. Tough kid, tough competitor.
First one is up and good. And we get a timeout, looks like, from Coach Marty Hart. So we'll take a 30-second break. Come on back on the other side. You're watching Game Day live on theday.com.
The Day strives to cover stories our readers care about. With a feature called Curious CT, we make it easier for you to tell us what you want to know about the people, places, and issues in southeastern Connecticut. You submit a question, readers vote, and we investigate and report. Go to theday.com/CuriousCT for more details. You ask, you vote, we investigate.
"12-point lead, Woodstock Academy trying to hold on here for a North Division championship in the ECC. Plainfield's going to have to find a way to create some points, Sports Doctor. They're going to get one more here from Elijah Brady at the line, and then we'll see if they can get some defensive stops. It's really been the inability to put the ball in the basket for Plainfield.
There's some good looks out there. Just can't knock them down.
There's got a trap on Talbot.
Travel.
And we're going to get, that's a tough block. That's a tough call. Called that one on
that's
Brady. That's a tough call.
Yep.
Look for Woodstock to run a backdoor cut off of this, and instead they're just going to give it to Brady. They give it to Talbot. They ran a backdoor last time. This time they said, we're good. 3 no good from Zinchenko, and out of bounds. It'll be Plainfield ball.
You know, you talk about scoring the basketball too. You talk about fatigue on the offensive end for Plainfield.
Same 5 guys.
Same 5 guys. Yeah, working hard on both ends of the floor.
Smith swings, Arriaga drives, and he decides to pull it back out. Finds Nordstrom. Nordstrom drives, and he turns it over. And he's going to get called for the foul as he was a little too aggressive.
Frustrated.
With Andrew Johnson.
Taking out a president there, isn't he?
It's always tough. You got the Secret Service involved.
Yeah.
You never know. Johnson will inbound. Good defense by Plainfield, and they'll get it up to Talbot, Woodstock. And we're going to get a blocking foul against Nordstrom, and he is frustrated right now.
Yeah, he is really frustrated. That'd be his 3rd personal.
.11-point lead. Going to send him in with 3, and we're going to get our first sub into the ball game for Plainfield, Mario Manella.
The big fella draws a crowd when he touches the ball, doesn't he?
Well, they've definitely put their effort in. There's a strip, Arriaga going the other direction, and he'll get fouled by Blanchflower and shoot 2.
Old Chippy out there. Some hands-on and on a fast break. A little pushing and shoving.
All right, see, now those are sneakers I can get down with right there.
You like those?
Well, look what I'm wearing.
Oh,
look what he's wearing. Those would match my. I should be wearing those right now. First one is good from Jalen Arriaga.
But those make you faster.
I mean, look at.
But those sneakers make you faster.
I mean, look at that. That would be perfect.
Yeah.
I mean, that's literally what I'm wearing right now.
Would it make you faster?
I got to find out what size Jalen Arriaga is, and after this ball game,
swap sneakers with him.
Maybe we can make a little. Maybe I can sign my pair. He can sign his pair. I'm not sure why my signature would be worth much of anything to him, but you never know.
6-0 scoring run for Plainfield, and they're under double digits.
You got it back to 9.
Yep. Hanging around.
Well, if they can get this thing and just keep it in single digits in the third quarter, that would be a huge lift. And we're going to get a timeout, I think, from Bobby Aramone. We're going to get a foul. We're going to get a foul call on a push. So Talbot missed the long-range jumper, and we're going to get a foul call on the rebound from Hernandez. And we're going to get him out of the game real quick. And Hamilton Barnes will check back in for Talbot.
6 fouls on Woodstock. Plainfield will be at the line for the rest of the game. Something to keep an eye on.
Here comes Hernandez in to hound Arriaga. Arriaga stutter stepping with it. Brady bulls his way to the basket, but he's going to get fouled and he's going to go to the line. Here's a chance.
Well, listen, why keep doing it? Keep doing it.
Yeah.
Just keep doing it. Just keep shoving that ball to the rim and see if you can get to the line.
Yeah, 3 points right here if you can knock these down.
Scoring opportunities with the clock moving and not moving is not a bad thing. 4-minute scoring drought for Woodstock.
And they're going to get Blanchflower back into the ball game. I think they like the way he distributes the ball, his toughness in the lane.
7-0 run for Plainfield. Leads down 8.
Yeah, Blanchflower can knock down that ball, that foul line jump shot. So let's see if they pressure the basketball. They're going to get Talbot right back into this game.
It's a bit of a smaller lineup out there for Woodstock with Davis and Zinchenko on the bench.
Big free throws by Brady. Knocks them both down. Leads down to 7. There's Blanchflower. Oh, Arriaga thought he had it. They're going to call the foul on a reach.
That's a nickel dimer. That's a little play-on situation.
Well, here's why I have to disagree. It would have resulted in a turnover. You can't. It's not a nickel dimer if it results in a turnover.
All right.
So if it's going to be a play, you can't do play-on with a turnover. Either it's a foul or not. No call or not.
No call.
All right. So you're saying it wasn't a foul. I'm okay with that.
I'm saying it's not a foul.
I'm good with that. I'm good with
it. Good hands. It was good defense. No, back end.
I like that. I see. Okay, take a stand. I like that, Sports Doc. Blanchflower, pump fake, drive, strong and throws it down at the rim. What did I say? Liam Blanchflower. That's why he's back in the ball game. Other way, Arriaga goes all the way to the basket while Woodstock was admiring the dunk.
Yeah. This could be a ball game in the fourth quarter here.
Blanchflower kicks. Anderson for 3. No good. First one he's missed. And a strong rebound. And there's huge because Brady's going to go to the line.
Hernandez says, that was me. I knew it. He told the ref it was on me.
Yeah, these free throws are huge, though, because, Plainfield's going to be in the double bonus for the entire fourth quarter.
Right. Again, points being scored with the clock stopped. Huge if you're behind.
I mean, you can't ask free points. You can't ask for anything more than free points. Points with no time. But you got to knock them down because then it's a real empty trip. Like that. You got to knock them down, but there's a hustle. Ball on the floor. Jump ball favors Plainfield with 21 seconds left.
It's getting a little chippy down there.
Let's see if
that backyard brawl basketball I was talking about pregame.
Let's see if Plainfield can draw up a good inbounds play here. Get a good look with 21 seconds remaining.
Got a chance to cut this to a 2-possession game, possibly going into the fourth quarter.
Manella back up top to Arriaga. Arriaga, stutter step, pull up from the elbow. Can't get it to go, but Mario Manella!
Down 5.
3 ball at the buzzer with 4 seconds, actually, so this will be at the buzzer. Anderson, no good, and we're at the end of 3. We got ourselves a ball game. Great third quarter for the Panthers. Come on back for fourth quarter action. You're watching Game Day live on theday.com.
Well, Casey, a 12-2 scoring run by Plainfield. And here's the little putback from Manila. The kiss off the glass. And just like that, we got a 2-possession ball game. And think about this, too. Plainfield will be shooting free throws the rest of the way. 2 more fouls, and they're in a double bonus situation. So when you kind of shake this game out for the fourth quarter, is will Talbot be able to finish the fourth quarter where he started the third with a 5-point run?
So this is where, as a coach, Marty Hart needs to go, calm down.
Yeah.
Take a breath. Do you remember how we just picked them apart in the second quarter? When, let's go back and, and run good offensive sets and get good looks at the basket, right? Starting with this one. And then defensively, it's right back to the same thing. Stop fouling them on cheap offensive fouls. Talbot to the basket. Basket is good. And the foul. Just like that, Logan Talbot will go to the line.
Now, there you go. Get him involved to start the third quarter, start the fourth, to the rim, the delivery, the hoop, and the harm for Logan Talbot. That is a clear-out situation. Let's get a star player going north-south, and he finishes.
That's a great set piece to start the fourth period. No good, but the rebound from Davis. That's a big possession right there.
Yeah,
for
could be a
Woodstock.
4-point, possibly a 5-point possession.
As crazy as it sounds, they could be back up double digits because of this possession. There you go, dump down to Blanchflower. Arriaga on him.
He picks up his dribble too soon. He's got a smaller man on him.
Woodstock a little frustrated right here, and there's dangerous loose ball. We're going to get a timeout. Yeah, I think Marty Hart was not a fan of what he saw right there, so he calls timeout.
If this game gets a little bit scrappy, who does it favor?
Well, it favors Plainfield only because they're in a foul situation.
Right.
Scrappy tends to lead to whistles, and right now whistles are going to send Plainfield to the line.
Right.
So I think, the uglier the game, and also Woodstock is the deeper, more, I don't want to say more talented, but the more versatile team. They have more guys who can do more things, and they go deeper. So if you're Plainfield, ugly's good.
Yeah, ugly. Yeah, you want to scrap a little bit. You want to get to the line. You want to mix it up and create a little havoc out there.
So same. Manila's giving them some good minutes right now. Gives them a different look. Nordstrom frustrated on the bench, and
3 fouls for Nordstrom.
He'll be back
to
soon.
me. He could come back anytime.
Right now, though, I don't want Manila out of the game. Right now,
he's brought good energy.
And I'm not taking Arriaga out of the game. So right now, I'm riding this group right here. Good hands from Manila. Well, that's a lot of movement, but Andrew Johnson knocks it down.
A little extra drag of the pivot foot there, maybe.
Plainfield now back down to 9, and just
1-3-1 zone by Woodstock.
Back down 9 again. Oh, good idea by Smith, but Weldy didn't get there in time.
Smith's got a challenge with that. Take a shot. That's how you beat that 1-3-1 is on the baseline. You've got to go up and go get it.
There's Talbot. Picks his dribble up. Talbot, 3-shot, no good. Strong rebound. Put back. Davis, and he'll go to the line.
Davis, a lunch pail guy, working down low. Case gets himself to the line to shoot 2. And that's one thing Plainfield has got to do if they want to win this ball game. One and done for Woodstock. Got to hit the defensive glass.
2 free throws for Ethan Davis. Chance to put it back up to a double-digit lead. First one's good, and it's back to 10. Here comes Nordstrom back in the game. Manila will have a seat.
7 points for Davis. Anderson, leading scorer tonight for Woodstock with 11. Make that 8.
We could play a game, by the way, where we you grab the average fan, Arriaga for 3, no good. Grab the average person and say, Woodstock basketball player or U.S. Senator. Ready?
Right.
Go. Andrew Johnson. Ethan Davis. Liam Blanchflower. They have some very
impressive,
very presidential sounding names. Oh, good battle at the rim, and Brady will come down with it.
All right, Plainfield got to get a bucket here in this trip.
Nordstrom needs to knock one down. That one's short. Weldy can't get it. And Talbot's going to outrace everyone to the basket. Talbot finishes at the rim. Logan Talbot starting to pick it up a little bit.
He's cooking. 9 points, and Plainfield in trouble. They have not scored a bucket this quarter. Down 13.
Brady pulls up just inside the three-point line and knocks it down.
That's a big-time shot. A timeout by Coach Bobby Aramoni. Bucket, stop, and a bucket. Got to be the game plan from here on out.
And you got to get to the line. You got to get to the line. You got 8 fouls, but here's the thing: next foul's going to put Woodstock there too, and then you kind of lost your advantage. I kind of looked at it like a power play in hockey. They had a little period of time where they could have chipped. They had a kind of almost like a man advantage, and they really didn't. Couldn't get it inside
2017 state champions. Fatigue's a factor here, maybe with Plainfield only playing 6 guys, or Chop Parker said it when the game is the kids. They can't be tired, right?
They look pretty good. They did okay.
They look tired to me.
So I got a
16, 17
question for you guys.
Yes, sir, Peter Wappy.
Normally, this is a Division I, Division II setup for the tournament. This year, obviously, because of COVID, they've done it geographically. How do you think these two teams might hang with our teams down in the South? I don't think you can tell me that they wouldn't be competitive in some games down against the New Londons and NFAs and East Limes.
I think that just from the eyeball test, Casey may disagree with me, I think Woodstock is better than East Lyme. I don't know if they're as good as NFA. I think they're better than East Lyme. I will say that. Case?
I think East Lyme. I think Woodstock's more versatile, but I think East Lyme, Woodstock would be a very interesting game because the defensive intensity of East Lyme is impressive. I think that I think NFA is still I don't think either of these two teams could handle the way that NFA plays.
Yeah.
But I think like a St. Bernard's, a New London against either of these two teams would have been very interesting.
That's a foul.
Nordstrom was face guarding Talbot. Yeah. He'll get the foul, and then I think Talbot's going to go to the line to shoot 1-on-1.
And Nordstrom's frustrated, but that was a foul. He checked him. He body checked him.
So let's go back into it this way, and we'll bring Peter back on again. If we had been Division I and Division II, who are what South teams would have been in Division II?
Mr. DeMoro may be a better person to answer that question.
All right, Mr. DeMoro.
Stonington, Montville.
Would St. Bernard have been in 1 or 2 this year?
Maybe St. Bernard.
I mean, that's St. Bernard. A rematch of that St. Bernard Plainfield game, I think, would be interesting.
And Bacon didn't bring back a lot, so they might have been down, and maybe Woodstock would have been up for sure.
Woodstock would have been Division I.
Yeah.
All right, so I think
Woodstock would have been competitive in Division I.
Yes.
I think Plainfield would have made the Division II final, and I think Woodstock would have been would have been one of 5 teams that we'd be talking about for who could compete against who on any given night. Brady for 3, no good, and wow, look at the big rebound by Andrew Johnson.
Big lift from the Prez.
.440. See if Woodstock tries to take a little bit of air out of it. And instead, they get a turnover. Elijah Brady with a steal. Comes the other direction. Euro step. Blocked. And it'll be out of bounds. And it'll go here. Stay here with Plainfield.
Now you're down by 11. You only got 2 points in the quarter. You got to get a bucket in the stop.
Oh, there's a nice set, but Weldy couldn't quite get there. Arriaga instead drives, kicks to the corner for Brady for 3. That's short.
That's a tired 3-point shot right there. Had no lift on his legs, all arms.
We're gonna get a foul on Arriaga, and I think he said he was the. I think he thought Johnson pretty much mushed his head. So Johnson will go to the line. He'll
What
shoot
number
1-on-1.
president was Andrew Johnson? Do you remember that at all, or no? Are you not that savvy?
I think what I'm going to say about that.
No, I'm just.
Is the fact that you can name every Heisman Trophy winner
Yeah.
going back 30 years.
Yeah, I can. I'm not. No, I'm not.
But you can't tell me what president Andrew Johnson was?
Yeah, second president of the United States? I don't know. I don't know that.
That would be 17.
He was the 17th president? You knew that, Pete?
Can we go back? Can we go back?
Come on,
Did you really know he was the 17th president?
Come on.
Can we go back to the fact
What are
that
you
you
talking
asked
to?
if he was the second president? The second president was John Adams.
John Adams, yes.
After
No
George,
relation to
you,
Sam
you
Adams,
do know
which
that
I'll
George,
be
you do
visiting
actually,
later.
Actually, he was a relation to Sam
Yes,
Adams.
he
actually.
was. Yeah.
Talbot the other direction.
He's big. He's long. He can get to the rim. He's got good body control. He's a good player.
And he probably knows this presidents.
I'm sure he does.
Swing, Brady with the basketball.
I lose track of the presidents after one.
There's a long three from Arriaga, no good. And a nice hustle. You know, Brady's still working, but other direction now. We're going to get it's a good call.
Yeah.
Good call on Johnson carrying the basketball. Back when he was president, they could do that. Hernandez back into the ballgame. And we got a mask break and a 13-point lead for Woodstock. Come on back on the other side. We're watching Game Day Live on theday.com.
Okay, class. What do you want to be when you grow up? Jace.
I want to be a YouTuber. I want to be a ballerina. I want to be an astronaut. I want to be homeless. I want to hear scary voices no one else can hear. I want to be addicted to drugs. I want to be an actress. I want to be a YouTuber. I want to be an astronaut. I want to be a football player. I want to be an actor.
Not one child has dreams of these things becoming a reality. Sometimes choices are set before we even have a voice.
With Sound Community Services, I found my voice.
Game Day is brought to you by Waterford Dental Health. At Waterford Dental Health, our entire team is dedicated to providing you the personalized, convenient, and affordable dental care you and your family deserve. Sports Doctor, 1993.
Charlie Ward.
1984.
Doug Flutie.
1989.
Andre Ware.
And you don't know who the
I'm not have no Google in front of me.
Oh,
They're gonna give me 87 with Tim Brown and Notre Dame.
This is such a problem. Basket drive by Zinchenko, and he'll go to the line.
I can go back to George Rogers and Marcus Allen, and oh boy,
You know there was a
I lost track of the presidents.
You know there
after
was
number
John
one.
Adams and his son, right? John Quincy Adams. You know that.
Okay.
You know that.
I know
right?
Sam Adams. That's the guy.
That's his. Okay.
Grizzly Adams. I know Grizzly Adams. He had to have office somewhere.
Who was the guard that played at Boston College? Michael Adams.
Michael Adams. There you go. Yeah.
Oh,
this is great.
Always love to bring Boston College up whenever I get a
Sure.
chance. Nordstrom pulls up, three-pointer, buries it. There you go. Tyler Nordstrom cuts the lead back to 11.
Pressure here now by Plainfield, too. Nordstrom's got 4 fouls. Keep an eye on that. At some point, Plainfield will have to sell out. Maybe leave him exposed in the back. And coach wants a timeout. They're a little out of sorts. You know, they got an 11-point lead. Okay, let's talk about the next 3 minutes of this game, or at least the next minute of the game. We've got double bonus situation coming up. They're going to have to come get us. You know, let's be solid with the ball. Let's take care of it. Knock down our free throws. We win the game. Simple as that.
I mean,
easier said than done.
I mean, Woodstock's got no business attacking anything right now.
Right.
Spread it out and make them come foul you.
Right.
How far do you let it go before you come and get them?
Right now.
You say foul right away.
Well, I say double team. I say you're going to have to double team. You may leave yourself on the back end of a layup or something like that, Casey, but what are you doing? You got to come get it. You got to come double team. And then I guess, what do you wait till, about 2.5 minutes maybe? and then really start thinking about fouling every trip?
Yeah, I mean this could be a long 3 minutes and 8 seconds.
Yep. But I don't think you can wait. I think Plainfield's got to come out. You've got a double team, and if you get burned on the back end for a layup or something like that, it is what it is. But there is no tomorrow for these games. And again, you talked about this. The advantage that Plainfield had going into the fourth quarter was the free throw line, and they never took advantage of that.
No, they never got
settled
closer
for a
than
lot
five.
of jump shots from the outside.
Never got closer than 5. And
okay, so sellout's got to come sooner or later here.
Blanchflower all the way to the basket. He's stripped out of bounds. I'm shocked.
Yeah.
But he'll stay with Woodstock.
And Coach Hart just waving to his players, pull it out.
Andrew Johnson. Dump down. No good. Zinchenko couldn't get it to go. And there's Weldy with a block, but Zinchenko gets it back, and now Woodstock's doing all the work on the glass.
Johnson hustling underneath.
And back to Talbot it goes. That's a good sequence
Hustle
for Woodstock.
plays, yeah, and burning clock.
Jumper no good, and finally Nordstrom pulls it down for Plainfield. They'll get a chance to go and cut into the lead. Nordstrom forgoes the 3, gives it to Arriaga.
No, get to the rim, get to the line.
Nordstrom, stop and go, hangs, and we're going to get a foul against Zinchenko, and Nordstrom will shoot 2. A lot of work, though, to get to that line.
Yeah, it's a lot of work and a lot of clock, too. You're talking almost a minute off the clock from when Woodstock called timeout.
So 2 free throws, and he can cut it to single digits. Sophomore Tyler Nordstrom. He's good at the line.
He's got 10 points to lead the Panthers, and the pressure has got to come right away, right on the inbounds. Look for the home run ball and a sellout, too, off the inbounds.
All right, leads it back into single digits. It's 9. There's the touchdown pass. Yeah. But it was a little bit late. Smith got back. Talbot hangs in the air and can't get it to go. Rebound underneath and the putback by Davis. Woodstock does not seem
to... Yeah, there's so much for putting the game on ice.
Matter of fact, they're pressuring the ball the other direction. Nordstrom. And we're going to get a turnover. And we're going to get a travel. Yeah, it was good defense. Arriaga stepped in front of Talbot. 1:50 remaining. Brady will inbound the basketball. We're going to switch it up and let Arriaga inbound. Nordstrom for 3. That's going to be blocked. Arriaga gets the rebound, though. Back to Nordstrom. Another 3. No good. And a big, strong ball loose on the floor after the rebound. Arriaga comes down with it.
A scrum out there.
Yeah, very physical. Very, very physical. Arriaga picking his dribble up. Nordstrom goes to the basket. No call. Ball's tipped. Arriaga. 3 ball. No good. And finally, Davis with the rebound. And
that'll about do it.
A minute and 13, and Plainfield's going to have to foul here in a second.
Yeah, that'll about do it. Coach Aramoni bringing in the bench now. Well, the ability to come out and start the fourth quarter on fire, and Johnson knocks one down. I think that was the big thing. Talbot took that fourth quarter inbounds, went right to the rim, and it kind of set the tone for the final 8 minutes of the game.
Absolutely, Sports Doctor. We're going to get a timeout for the purposes of the substitutions. Woodstock with a 13-point lead. So let's see if we can give a little love to the Plainfield Panthers who are coming into the ballgame. So into the ballgame for Plainfield is junior Ben Smith, senior Jay-Sean Sullivan, Colin Langtot back into the game here. Manella back into the ballgame along with Hayden LeClaire. So will be the new 5 Panthers for the last 53 seconds of this thing. Down 13, and barring, a miracle in sports, the Woodstock Academy Centaurs, and you're good with what a centaur is?
Yeah, I am, absolutely. Whip it, too.
Wait, we're done with whippets. What's a centaur?
A centaur is a half horse, half man.
Which half is which?
The upper half is man, the
Yep.
bottom half is the horse.
And that's because of the Geico commercial with the motorcycle.
Right, yeah.
All right, as long as you
a lot of mythology up here in Woodstock, huh?
That's right. So the Centaurs on their way to ECC North Championship, call themselves the Kings of the North. Plainfield will have the basketball, and Hayden LeClaire will inbound.
We're good with the Heisman trophies?
We're good with that.
All right.
Yeah, get in the ball game, shoot your threes. I like that. I like that.
That's it, yeah.
Ben Smith said, hey, let's go. I'm in, I'm going to launch.
Yep. Have arms, we'll shoot.
We'll stay here with Plainfield. LeClaire will inbound.
You see Hernandez coming into the game in the last 46 seconds. He played well.
Yeah, his defense
very
on Arriaga.
harassing defender.
Yeah, on Arriaga was big. LeClaire will shoot a three. And that is no good. And we're going to get some subs now for Woodstock. So Woodstock will send in Jackson Getz, number 23, and number 25, Richie Hickson. Hamilton Barnes will come back into the ball game. Woodstock, 35 seconds remaining here, and clock winding down, 20 seconds. Marty Hart will have a championship here for the Woodstock Academy Centaurs. Clock is ticking down, 5, 4, 3, and there it is. Congratulations to the Woodstock Academy Centaurs. You are the North champions in the ECC. We'll have an interview with head coach Marty Hart and the Waterford Dental Health Player of the Game right on the other side. You're watching Game Day live on theday.com.
At The Day, our journalists are in your community, talking with business owners, attending town meetings, analyzing data, talking to government leaders, reporting on the issues that matter most to you. Since 1881, we have been serving our community and will continue to do so 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Never miss a day of news. Enjoy convenient home delivery right to your doorstep, 7 days a week. Subscribe at theday.com/membership.
Sports Doctor is with Woodstock champions Marty Hart.
Coach, wow, North Division Championship, wacky year with COVID. Third time around with Plainfield. Struggled early. You guys seem to get things going a little bit in the second half.
Yeah, we struggled. They gave us fits. They know a lot about us. We knew a lot about them, and they had a better effort for a while there. And then we started to match their energy, and the rebounding turned the tides.
Coach, with your bench play too, did you notice them getting a little tired and you guys could probably take advantage of that a little bit?
Yeah, we're hoping to use our depth and play to our strengths and get them to go.
Right, and all this year with COVID and everything that's happened, and talk about this season from when it first started to now to winning a championship.
It's very special. They're a special group. They hit their free throws. They work hard every day. We had good balance, good strength, and we had to face some adversity tonight. We overcame it.
And I'm asking the teams that win championships now too, if there was a state championship, if there was another tournament, how do you think your group of kids would fare this year?
Well, I think we got some great experience down the stretch, and I think we had the tools to make a deep run. And I think tonight we learned how to survive in advance, so to speak. But we got the championship, and I think we could have done more damage.
Congratulations. Great season. Enjoy with your team, Coach.
All right, thank you.
All right. Case.
Sports Doctor will be back in a moment with the Waterford Dental Health Player of the Game, but we're going to send it away for a quick break and come on back with the Waterford Dental Health Player of the Game. You're watching Game Day live on theday.com.
Okay, class. What do you want to be when you grow up? Jace.
I want to be a YouTuber. I want to be a ballerina. I want to be an astronaut. I want to be homeless. I want to hear scary voices no one else can hear. I want to be addicted to drugs. I want to be an actress. I want to be a YouTuber. I want to be a
Not one child has dreams of these things becoming a reality. Sometimes choices are set before we even have a voice.
With Sound Community Services, I found my voice.
The sports doctor has our Waterford Dental Health Player of the Game, Junior Parker Anderson.
Well, he's our Waterford Dental Health Player of the Game. All smiles underneath the mask, number 22, Parker Anderson. First of all, Parker, great game tonight.
Thank you.
Talk about what it takes to beat a team after you've already seen them twice during the year and a big rival like Plainfield.
Yeah, it's always tough to play in Plainfield. They're a really tough team, but the first time they brought it to us, second time we played them, we really brought the energy. And today we know we had to bring the energy, so we did that.
Now talk about the little things you guys do on the court together as a team. You crash the boards,
Yeah.
you play solid defense.
Yeah.
How do you feel that this team has come together from the beginning of the season to now winning a championship?
Yeah, I mean, we've definitely grown a lot. It's been hard because of the whole COVID season.
Right.
We didn't have much time. Like some of us didn't even play basketball before because we didn't have time. But we really came together as a team, and it's more of a family, definitely.
I mean, was this everything, during under these circumstances, what you guys could have expected?
Yeah.
You only lost one game.
Yep.
It was to Plainfield. You
Yeah.
beat them. So what does this season mean to you and to and the team?
Yeah, it's definitely a special one. I mean, kind of mad we didn't have states, but hopefully next year we can get in there. And yeah, just a very special season. Happy we had one.
An all-around game tonight.
Yep.
Our Waterford Dental Health Player of the Game. Son, great game tonight.
Yep, thank
Stay
you.
healthy, and we'll see you on the court
Yeah,
next year.
All right, thank you. Have a good one.
Case?
3 down, 1 to go. Tomorrow night we will be in East Lyme for the South battle between the East Lyme Vikings and the Norwich Free Academy Wildcats. Coach Chris Giusti in his final game. And we'll have all that action for you on game day. So 3 down. Congratulations to the Killingly girls, to the NFA girls, and now to the Woodstock Academy Centaur boys as they bring home the ECC North Championship. Sports Doctor, final thoughts on Woodstock and then thoughts about tomorrow night.
Woodstock can play. I don't think we saw Woodstock's A game tonight. I thought Plainfield brought the ugly side out of them. I think that's what happens when you get a couple teams that kind of beat each other up a little bit. So it was a little tough for them to freewheel. So Woodstock is good. Plainfield is solid. I would take Woodstock and throw them into the mix of 4 or 5 different teams in the South. So great job, great season when you go 11-1. That's not too shabby. So fantastic job, mission accomplished by Woodstock. Tomorrow night, to be honest with you, I can't wait. I can't wait for the matchups. I can't wait to see what East Lyme team shows up. And I can't wait to see how Coach Bernardi and Coach Giusti are going to dress.
All right. I'm going to ask 5 questions.
Yes.
I just need yes or no. All right. Could you see NFA winning by double digits?
Yes.
Could you see East Lyme winning by double digits?
No.
Could you see NFA winning a close one?
Yes.
Could you see East Lyme winning a close one?
Yes.
Could you see it high scoring?
No.
Okay. So I'm with you on all of
No.
them. I'm with you on all of them,
No.
which tells me there's more ways for NFA to win this game than there is for East Lyme.
Yeah.
But we know that defense is going to get brought by both teams. I'll be interested to see how much did Coach Bernardi learn from that first game.
I don't think that NFA will get blown out of that game just because of the fact that they may have the best player on the floor during the game, or the 2 best players, with Pierre-Louis, and if Martin gets rolling, it's not even close.
And little Joe Click's not going to let you get blown out of anything.
No,
I mean, he'll go. He's not going to let that happen.
He'll blow it up. He's offensive lineman. So I'm curious to see the game. I hope Chef Bernardi dresses in a jacket and tie tomorrow. I want to see the pizzazz from both coaches.
Well, the shoulder, he's been working out. The shoulders are broader. He likes the tight, the shirt.
He's got a medium
but
shirt on.
I'd like to see the nice dress too.
That should be a fun game tomorrow night. I hope it's a fun game. Can it be a fun game if it's 32-28?
You know what? It can be a good game. I don't know if it can be a fun game, but it can be a good game. It can be an entertaining game.
Sure.
Because really, if it's that, all that matters is what happens the last 2 minutes of the game.
Okay.
So, hey, listen, we want to give a special shout out and thanks to the voice of Plainfield Sports, Jake Irons, who was kind enough to hook us up with a lot of information regarding these 2 very special teams.
You talk about. I'm sorry. You talk about you know, you talk about the administrations in some of these schools. How about special big ups to Woodstock?
Yeah,
Place is great.
First of all, we've been to NFA a lot, but
Yeah.
we've been to Killingly and Woodstock. The new gyms are fabulous. They look
The
fabulous.
people here are super nice, too.
Absolutely.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you to Woodstock and for the hospitality. Thank you to Jake for the information, for the sports doctor, Keith O'Brien, Mike DeMoro, Peter Wappy, and the crew. Come on tomorrow night, 7 o'clock from East Lyme High School. We'll have it all live on Game Day on theday.com.